immediately start publishing political cartoons ridiculing the empire, ridiculing the emperor, and they start making fun of the king. Because if they weren't making fun of the king, they weren't Greeks. The invention doesn't matter. What matters is the idea behind it. And it's that level of freedom that we've grown up with and never doubted, never questioned, that makes the difference between Greek civilization and the rest of human history. So, education is not indoctrination. Liberation is not alienation. Intellectual independence is not heresy or treason. And again, your boss at 4:15 on Friday coming around with the policy of the microsecond, and he said, "Oh, wait a minute, who said that to me?" Gino said it to me this morning. He said, "Maybe we should do something different with the color scheme." And the boss said, "No, we're not changing the color scheme." Well, guess what? It's not heresy to question policy, whether it's the policy of the empire or the policy of your boss. This is what Greeks should do, is question the way things are. Now, we acknowledge that the Greeks were not perfect. The Spartans were a psycho warrior called Who Saw the 300, right? Really stirring, inspiring movie about a psycho warrior called, right? The Athenians were misogynists, they were deviants. We know these things. But the standards by which we condemn the Greeks, we learned from the Greeks. We're judging them by their own standards, and it's appropriate to judge them by their own standards, but the standards we learned, we're using to judge them, we learned from them. The standards by which we praise ourselves, in contrast to the Greeks, we learned from the Greeks. So we're not misogynists. We have equal rights for women. We don't own slaves. We learned all of these values from the Greeks. They were the first people to introduce these questions into the world of discourse. There is no other civilization on the world that says maybe women are not subordinate. Maybe people shouldn't be owned. They were the ones who introduced these ideas. If they didn't practice it perfectly, we don't practice our ideas perfectly either, but we learned these ideas from them. We are what they are what we are, and none of us are normal.